October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and according to recent data, financial abuse is the most prevalent but least recognized form of domestic violence. I spoke with the Allstate Foundation's Relationship Abuse Program Officer, Cherise Kimbrough, about the signs of financial abuse and how to take steps to stop the cycle.
1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men will experience domestic violence in their lifetime, and nearly all will experience financial abuse. And financial abuse happens when one person tries to limit, control, or restrict another person's ability to access, acquire, or accumulate financial resources. And it's one of the most common but least recognized forms of domestic violence, and that's why conversations like the one we're having is so very important.
So what are some of the signs of financial abuse?
Financial abuse can take on a variety of forms. It can include restricting someone's ability to get or maintain a job. It can include taking out a credit card in someone's name without their knowledge, or requiring someone to take on debt that they don't want to. It can also include hiding assets from someone, putting someone on an allowance without their consent, or excessively monitoring spending. And all of this is done with an intent to control and to create dependency.
I'm assuming there has to be long-term impacts. And the short term is probably very frustrating, but what are the long-term impacts?
Well, the lack of access to financial resources is the #1 barrier to survivor safety. And survivors indicate only having the ability to access $175.50 without a harm doer's knowledge. So you can imagine being in an unsafe situation and only having less than $200 to get and seek safety. And it's important to note that financial abuse and other forms of domestic violence like verbal abuse, psychological abuse, emotional abuse, are often precursors to the physical violence that people most often associate with domestic violence. So it happens along a continuum. And so that through line between the financial abuse, lack of access to financial resources, and survivor safety is really quite strong.
Is there anything someone could do in the beginning to even prevent this from happening in their relationships?
Well, I think it's really important for all of us, no matter what kind of relationships we're in, to have a really strong financial education, to really have a strong sense of financial literacy. So that's very important. And the Allstate Foundation has created a financial awareness or education workbook that's available online for those who have experienced financial abuse, but also for anyone. But I think the important thing is to make sure that there's a mutuality and consent and always a sense of agency and communication between parties, because so much of what financial abuse hinges on is the control and the creating of dependency between two people, from one person over the other person. So it's really important to be mindful of how that might show up early on in a relationship.
Lots of good information here. Where can we get some more?
You can learn more about the Allstate Foundation and our 20-year investment in this issue at allstatefoundation.org. But if there's someone watching who themselves finds that they're maybe experiencing domestic violence, financial abuse, or any other kind, you can always reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline at thehotline.org.
If you recognize these signs in your relationship or in someone you know, help is available. You can contact the National Domestic Violence Hotline 24/7. Visit thehotline.org to learn more.